Welcome back to Everyday Iowa. Well, spring is here and it's time to start thinking about your yard. And I'm here with someone who could help with just that. Matt Kruse is here. He's the general manager of ULTRALawn. And you're going to talk about ULTRALawn today. Welcome.
Thank you.
So tell us, I see your trucks everywhere. Yeah. So tell us, how did you get to be where you are? How does your business get to grow and be where you are today?
Well, that's a good question. My parents actually started the company back in 1985, so it didn't happen overnight. But we have 33 trucks now, and my dad actually started the business after traveling across the country to open a branch for one of the big nationwide lawn care companies. And he decided he didn't want to stick with that path. He wanted to be closer to his family here in Cedar Rapids. And also, I think his mindset was more customer retention, customer service, rather than sales that a lot of those national companies have.
Right.
So started it up in '85 and kind of grew by word of mouth, just referrals for years and years, until just recently we started advertising.
Okay.
Yep.
So we know that Iowa weather, especially here, is really, really hard on lawns. I feel like Cedar Rapids really takes the beating. So how has that affected you and your business?
It's been significant, actually. It seems like the extremes get more extreme, but the recent conversation we had just last week was about the mild winter we had, and sometimes when there's a real mild winter, some of those turf damaging insects won't get killed by the cold, so we could have more problems this season than usual. We also, I mean, the drought, I mean, hopefully we're working our way out of that. It seems like we're on the right track with that, but that's affected us because there's been some people who have decided to kind of take a few steps back on their lawn and in certain terms are neglecting it, and that's really not good. You really don't want to do that, because when we do finally get the precipitation that we're getting now, those nutrients aren't in place and the lawn's not going to recover quite as well.
Okay. So that's good to know too. And I would think, like, mild winter, to me that would mean, oh, that's better for your lawn and for your yard, but that's not the case.
Not necessarily.
Okay.
Another thing that we can talk about is the derecho is still affecting us.
4 years later, isn't that crazy?
Yeah. We have all these grassy areas that used to be shade, and so it's a variety of grass that prefers to have a little shade.
Right.
So now it's getting direct sunlight all day. Those areas are struggling, so we're trying to incorporate some more grass that like sun better.
Okay.
And another thing is so many people lost trees. You know, the tree was damaged with the storm, it got cut down, and then they brought a stump grinder in and ground that stump up, and that leaves wood chips. And those wood chips, well, they kind of bind on to nutrients, and they make it so it's hard to get new grass established right on top of where that tree used to be.
So that's funny. You think, oh, 4 years, you know, we should be kind of through the derecho and but that's not true.
No.
So you're still dealing with a lot of the derecho.
Yep.
Okay, now you mentioned the mild winter and people have been kind of neglecting their lawns a little bit because of the drought. So what should we be doing now for our lawns?
Good question. So if you haven't already put crabgrass preventer down, I would do it. It's, and I always suggest you do 2 treatments a year.
Okay.
We kind of live in a part of the world where there's an extended period of time where crabgrass can germinate. So doing 2 treatments, doing one now, and then another one here in 6 weeks or so would be good.
Okay.
In the fertilizer you're applying, it's really important this day and age, especially with the drought we talked about, to be applying a controlled release fertilizer, not just slow release. Controlled release makes it so it's poly-coated. It's going to be there when we do finally get rain, whereas slow release won't necessarily be.
Okay.
Aeration is huge. We've had customers give us feedback this year where we had aerated, then we get some of that rain, and they're already seeing little tufts of grass coming up out of those holes.
Okay.
So another thing I guess would be tree fertilizer. We always talk about, everybody talks about fertilizing their lawns. We don't think about our trees, but especially when you're trying to get those shade trees back, you know, we do like a soil injection around the tree that gets the nutrients down where the roots are and also kind of aerifies the soil a little bit and creates a better growing environment.
Right.
So it'd be a great thing to be doing right now too.
Now, when you think of beautiful lawns, you always think of ballparks, and you've had a long standing relationship with the Colonels. Tell us about that.
Yeah, we've been working with them for years, and we're really proud of that relationship. You know, just to be a small little company in Eastern Iowa, to be affiliated with a Major League Baseball team, I think is pretty cool.
That is cool. I know, right?
And I think they're proud of the field too. You know, it's I know they've won a few awards over the years. We don't deserve, Jesse, the head's groundskeeper out there, deserves most of the credit, but we're really proud of the contribution we have with the treatments that we're doing out there.
Because every time I think of beautiful lawns, you think of Major League or minor league ballparks, and Colonels, they do. It's always beautiful.
It's beautiful out there.
So where can people find you and get more information?
Just reach out. You can give us a call. Like I said, we're local. We always answer our phones right here, and we're actually in Hiawatha. And we have a really strong team of educated and experienced people that would love to hear from you. Whether you're a customer or not, we'd love to see if we can help you out. And if you're apprehensive, I would just get online and read some of our reviews. We've had a lot of customers go on there and share their experience. And don't drag your feet with the warm weather we had earlier this year. We could have crabgrass germinating sooner than later.
Okay.
So.
Thank you so much, Matt, for being here today. Really appreciate it. Take care of your lawn, folks.